Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake helping you create something awesome today. Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about something important. I want to talk about 10 ways that you can make money on YouTube. Now, in 2 of my previous videos, we talked about YouTube money, but we specifically talked about YouTube AdSense revenue. And I actually showed you my real earnings from YouTube AdSense in the YouTube dashboard. And I also showed you a video where I broke down how much YouTube paid me for a video with 1 million views and also how much they paid me for 1 million views on the entire channel in a 90-day time period. So if you want to check out those videos, they're going to be linked in the info card up here and in the description down below. And the reason I made those videos is because I try with this channel to be very transparent about how I grew my YouTube channel, how I built my online business, and what I do to make money online. And a lot of you who have watched my videos in the past know that I make the majority of my money outside of YouTube AdSense. I'm not like other full-time YouTubers where I live and die based on what YouTube decides to do. And I want to help more of you get a little bit more financial freedom, whether you want to do this as a side hustle or whether you want to become a full-time content creator. I think there are a lot of ways that you can make a ton of money that you're overlooking. So let's get into 10 ways that you can make money on YouTube. Now, the first one is going to be YouTube AdSense, and we just need to get it out of the way because it's the most obvious way to make money on YouTube, but it is unreliable. We know that there are a lot of people struggling with issues with demonetization, their videos not being categorized correctly, or sometimes just not getting the views that they expect for one reason or another. And I'm going to be doing some content actually analyzing channels that you would think would be getting more views and explain what's happening in the 2019 algorithm update, because I know that for a lot of you, if you can't get views right now because you rely on AdSense, it's very hard for you to make money and you feel like you're losing your income and might have to, get another job or start a side hustle. So I would tell you, don't rely on YouTube AdSense. I think that's a really good piece of passive income, but I don't want people relying on it. I think there are actually faster ways to make money with YouTube that aren't as dependent on how many views you get. So let's go into that a little bit. Let's talk about brand deals and sponsored content, because this is something that is the next step in most YouTubers' evolution. Once you get a few subscribers and you're getting decent views in your content, or even as an early YouTuber, as a small YouTuber, a lot of people ask me, Roberto, how do I get my first brand deals? Roberto, how many subs or views do I need to get before I can approach brands? Can I get deals as a small YouTube channel? And while you can do that, it's not always a great idea, because sometimes when you do brand deals, depending on how you go about it, especially when you're first introducing your audience to sponsored content, you could turn people off or you could lose credibility. I didn't do any sponsored content on my channel until I had about 30,000 subscribers, and that was actually just to get free products. And a lot of times the answer from a brand was no. But today you can do very well with brand deals even as a small YouTube channel, because micro influencers and even nano influencers are being taken seriously by PR companies and by the brands themselves. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And a lot of times they've also been burned by macro influencers. We've seen a lot of the headlines and the articles regarding that. And so influencer marketing is tricky, and people are more willing to take a chance on someone small who might over deliver for them than someone big who might be entitled and ultimately might disappoint them. Now, again, to try to give you a rough idea of some things, because I play YouTube a little bit differently than most people. Like I showed you in the other videos that you can watch around my AdSense earnings, I get abnormal CPM rates, maybe $12 to $25 CPM rates on a lot of videos because of the niche that I'm targeting. Less views, but a lot more money for those views. I know YouTubers that have gotten 2 million views and gotten $500 off of that. I know people personally who on 600,000 views got like $200 or $300 and that's it. Where on that same amount of views, I would do and have done like $4,000, $5,000. Brand deals are something that a lot of YouTubers struggle with because they're selling based on their views and their subscribers instead of becoming a brand ambassador, figuring out pitch deals and a campaign structure. And if you want me to go heavily into brand deals, I could do a video on it or I could do a series on it, but I need your questions in the comment section to understand what you don't know about negotiating brand deals and pricing. And I just need specific questions from you. So if you can help me out, then I can make those videos for you, because it might be one big video on getting started for beginners, and then maybe we'll do 3 or 4 follow-up videos on specific questions that you have. Now, the way I've structured my brand deals means that right now it's August in 2019, and I think so far I've done, I want to say roughly $40,000 in brand deals this year. And I didn't have to do a lot of brand integrations to accomplish that, but it's partly my positioning. It's less about the views and the subscriber count, and it's also about the relationship that the brand wanted. And in these cases, these are brands that wanted a relationship with me less because I'm a YouTuber and more because I'm an entrepreneur on YouTube. And there are different brands that have different budgets when it comes to how they work with influencers. So there's a lot of opportunity, and this is how a lot of my friends who are doing entertainment channels and tech channels actually make the majority of their money off of their brand deals, not their AdSense earnings. And so I want you to really understand that. If you are a smaller channel and you happen to have between 5,000 and 10,000 subscribers and you want to get early brand deals and you want to get some practice, but you don't necessarily want to do work for free, I'm going to recommend a website for you called Famebit. That's famebit.com. I'm going to link it down below for you. And I've had a great working relationship with them over the years. I haven't done a lot of brand deals with them recently. Mostly I actually work with PR agencies or directly with brands. And so when I did do some deals with Famebit, they were very lucrative for me, and they actually get a lot of brand deals that you can have access to as a smaller channel as long as you meet the threshold for your accounts. They also do brand deals with you outside of YouTube for other platforms like Instagram. And so, we've been talking a little bit about these other social media platforms on the channel, and I want to do more to help you guys kind of get to that first 10,000 followers in Instagram and your first 1,000, 10,000 in Twitter, because I think it's really important for you to be able to diversify the platforms when it comes to making the most money on brand deals. I also get a little bit of a bump because I have an email list. And so having an email list with a few thousand subscribers on it actually is very enticing to brands, and it can actually move your price range up considerably. And a lot of you are ignoring email marketing. So when it comes to brand deals, you have to play all the angles and realize that multiple platforms can help you leverage more opportunities when it comes to getting sponsorships. Now, for those of you who do live streaming on YouTube at all, let's talk about YouTube Super Chats. YouTube Super Chats are amazing. It's an opportunity where during a live stream, your audience can directly donate money to you. Now, something you need to understand when it comes to anything within the YouTube system, you are splitting money with YouTube. In the case of YouTube AdSense earnings, it is a 55-45 split in favor of the creator. The creator gets 55% of the ad revenue, YouTube gets 45%. And if it wasn't clear to you guys, whenever I'm talking about AdSense numbers, I'm usually talking about the numbers after YouTube has already taken their cut, because that's what we usually see in the YouTube dashboard. So those numbers are basically the earnings after YouTube's already taken out what they want. So in this case, 45% on your AdSense earnings. But with YouTube Super Chats, it's actually 30%. And the same is for YouTube memberships. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But YouTube memberships and YouTube Super Chats, 30%, meaning that if somebody in your audience donated $100 to you during a live stream, you would get $70 of that revenue. Now, for that reason, there are a lot of other creators who want to do things outside of the YouTube system when it comes to that, so they can keep more of the money. I definitely appreciate that, but also sometimes it's just more convenient for your viewer to use the system that they're used to, and so that's why YouTube Super Chat and memberships are a thing. What I would tell you about this is that if you live stream even once a month with your audience, you can make hundreds of dollars. I think during some super chat sessions, I've made over $1,000 in super chats alone. And so that is amazing. And you can do that even if you have a relatively small audience, if they're very loyal, and if they just have the money to spare. And also if you give them some kind of incentive or do something nice for people who donate to you during a stream by answering their questions or engaging with them in some way. Or for some people, they actually invite them to come onto their show if their software does that. So I want to talk more in the future about how to actually set up your live streams to make a little bit more money on YouTube. And if that's something you're into, just let me know in the comments. Now, for those of you who are getting a little bit bored, I figure I could juggle GoPros for just a few seconds to drag this video out, but also to reset you and get you moving along, because I'm really not that entertaining. But all jokes aside, I try to do these videos like a TED Talk or a podcast so that you can actually keep working and keep grinding, and so you don't have to watch me. You can listen to me in the background and you can get your work done at the office, clean your room, or you could be doing something that's like not super intense for your YouTube channel. Like maybe you're working on your YouTube thumbnails while you listen to me do my content. So kind of just trying to like make that point here. But by juggling the GoPros, it leads me to one of my favorite ways to make money on YouTube, which is affiliates. But in this case, we're going to talk about Amazon affiliates. Now, Amazon affiliate can be great for you, especially if you're a beauty channel, a tech channel, you're doing fashion. I even think if you're doing gaming, that you could tie it to gaming stuff in terms of the accessories, the PCs, the headsets, all those great things, the speakers. Like I have a really good gaming setup. I cannot wait to actually do my gaming and streaming setup over on my Creator Gear Guide channel. And so one of the things I would advise you to do if you're a YouTuber is get into Amazon affiliate once you have your first 100 or 1,000 subscribers. Go ahead and get into Amazon's affiliate or influencer program and set up your Amazon shop with all the gear that you use. Now, everything that I use for this YouTube channel is linked down below. So you got the Amazon affiliate links for that. And here's the thing that I like about this. Now, when I was previously in the Amazon affiliate program, before that got terminated for me, and I'll probably cover that in the future in some video of how not to get banned from Amazon, but I was doing about $1,500 a month, $1,500 a month consistently in Amazon, $1,500 in Amazon affiliate revenue, crushing it. And that was coming from my YouTube channel. And a lot of that was evergreen content. I was doing some laptop reviews. I was doing the cameras that I use for YouTube, the microphones I use for YouTube. And I'm planning to launch a whole other channel completely around that. We're mostly going to focus on my podcast setup, my live streaming gear, and my YouTube camera equipment, and my photography gear, right? And so in every single video, I was linking to Amazon affiliate links for all of my gear, my PC builds, everything, right? And it was working out really well for me until it wasn't. Later, I was invited back to Amazon and they made me part of their Amazon influencer program. And while I haven't quite gotten to $1,000 a month again just yet, I was able to do it very early the first time. I was able to actually, in my first, I would say 3 to 6 months, go to over $1,000 a month in Amazon affiliate revenue on just a few videos. So I would really take advantage of this because it's the most accessible affiliate program for everybody. Now, later in the video, I'm gonna get into some much better, more lucrative affiliate stuff that like makes me thousands of dollars a month, but I've actually done a video on how you can get started with affiliate marketing and make $100 a day. So I'm gonna link to that here in the info card. It's one of my more popular videos. It's got over 140,000 views, and it's a really strong video that gives you step-by-step information. And I'm gonna link to it in the description so that you guys can find it. Now, something I want to tell you when it comes to Amazon is please use the disclaimers in every video somewhere in the description when it comes to those Amazon affiliate links. And also just remember that Amazon has its own rules and you have to keep up with the changes, because if they cut you off, there's not an appeal process, unlike YouTube. Now, for those of you who are much smaller YouTubers, there's an opportunity to make some money fairly quickly by selling t-shirts and print-on-demand products and merchandise. Now, it doesn't need to be merch around your brand to sell well. In fact, I think that you could sell better by just making merch off of popular memes and trends within your niche and with the culture of your audience. If they could buy a cool shirt from you, it's a cool shirt. It doesn't have to be your brand and your logo or any of those things. I think that's why people don't think they can make money with things like Teespring. And once you get to 10,000 subscribers, YouTube integrates Teespring directly into the bottom of your videos. In fact, I'm actually going to do some cool updated merch. I'm going to take my own advice on this, but a lot of you have supported the channel by buying things like the irrelevant t-shirt, because that's a funny inside joke with us because of the whole YouTube meme with, oh, you're irrelevant, and things like that, and the Hustle Harder shirt. Even though everybody's complaining about hustle culture now, I think you should still buy the shirt and the hoodie because work ethic. And I think that that's actually a great opportunity for you. A good friend of mine, John Prosser, actually did $25,000 on his last t-shirt launch, which is really cool. A good friend of mine who has a smaller following in Twitch, she did $5,000 on her last t-shirt launch. So I think that a lot of you are underestimating t-shirts and merch. If you can actually take advantage of a trend or a meme, it's actually really good. Something I might make a video about in the future is how to actually set up your first products in Teespring, because I know I get a lot of questions about that and how to sell t-shirts. It's not something I specialize in. I've made like a couple of grand on doing the merchandise thing, but there are people who are much more successful at it. But I can walk you through the first steps if you want to get started. Let's talk about other affiliate programs that can make you real money. The best way I know to make money as an affiliate marketer is to do one of two very important things. Either do affiliates that have high payouts or have recurring revenue. So either you get paid a decent amount up front and you know how much money that is for every single sale that you convert or every sign up that you get, or maybe it's recurring because it's a software or a service and you're getting money every single month. Now, the best example of this probably is all of the VPN clients. For those of you who aren't familiar, VPNs are virtual private networks. They help protect your privacy and security when you're online. And this is very important for people who are traveling all the time or people who are doing live streams or doing stuff from their mobile devices in public. You want to be as safe as possible. And right now, in our current times, that's just a real thing. So you see a lot of YouTubers promoting VPNs. And the thing is, if they have an affiliate link, they probably can get 20 to 30% of the lifetime of that account. So let's use an example here. Let's just say that every single year the sign up was $100 for the year. Well, that YouTuber will get $20 or $30 every time that renews. And so if hundreds of people are signing up, then that YouTuber has constant recurring income. Or even if they were getting, let's say, $5 a month on the back end of this, then again, a few hundred people sign up, they're making hundreds of dollars in passive income off of those signups forever, as long as people continue to use the product. So that's actually really good. And by doing software as a service affiliate, I actually make maybe $5,000 on a bad month in guaranteed recurring income. That means on software as a service, I know that if all of my months are bad, that because I still keep having people sign up for different software packages, that I'm going to probably do $60,000 in the year, a very good salary, a very good amount you could live off of for as long as those software companies exist because of the users that I signed up. So that's recurring income. And I think that if you can get there, that it's very powerful for you. And I think it's more reliable than YouTube in the long term if you can actually help your audience find things that you use on a regular basis. Now, when it comes to payout commissions, I'll tell you flat out that one of my favorites is Epidemic Sound. Now, if you have watched this channel for a while, you probably know that Epidemic Sound is who I use for the audio and sound effects, or it's one of the main ones I use for the audio and sound effects in my YouTube videos. So that's where the background music and all those cool beats are coming from, is Epidemic Sound. Now, here's the good news. if you decided, this is not sponsored, but if you decided to get a free trial with my affiliate link for Epidemic Sounds, it's a 30-day free trial. It costs you nothing. But just for you trying out Epidemic Sounds, you're supporting the channel and I get a commission. I believe right now it's $30. So imagine if 100 of you signed up for Epidemic Sound today, please do with the affiliate link down below. It's a free trial, and yet I would make hundreds, thousands of dollars possibly off of you being a potential customer for the brand. And so this tells you that you can make more money on YouTube with other opportunities instead of just relying on YouTube AdSense. And that's the point that I really want to come across in this video by being as transparent with you as possible, even though I know it's a longer video. Now let's talk about memberships. YouTube offers memberships, and recently they extended the tiers so you can customize it. Now Patreon is a membership website that you can use that is not directly connected to YouTube, but allows you to give your audience exclusive perks and content and different things and access to you. And the thing is, you could use Patreon regardless of whether you have a YouTube channel. You can use this as a Twitch streamer, an Instagrammer, a blogger, a podcaster, which is really good because it means it's platform independent, it's platform agnostic. And right now, in our current times, maybe that's a very good thing to tie your revenue more off platform than on platform. But for the users, maybe being on platform is a good thing. So I like that YouTube is offering this membership. Now, unlike Patreon, who takes a smaller chunk, and I forget what the actual number is, YouTube takes 30% of these memberships. So if you have a $10 a month member, you're getting $7 a month from them. And so this is another opportunity and you can take advantage of it, but you got to make the perks worthwhile and you got to do things for your audience. And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll do a members only live stream. And for a lot of people, that's good enough for $5 a month to have more access and to be part of a smaller, more intimate community. So just kind of figure that out. Now, here's something I wasn't planning on putting in the video, but I will tell you this. If you have your own website, and you set up your own memberships, and you can do this for a lot of different niches. I do it obviously for social media coaching and online business, but let's say you have a fitness channel. If you have something like a fitness channel, I would encourage you to think about starting your own membership website and charging something like maybe $29 or $59 or even $99 a month, and you can make really good money if you can figure out that business model. And I have some videos on the channel that might be able to help you with that if you're into building an online business. Now, speaking of coaching, if you are either a creative person or you're an educator or a business person, you've got a skill set, you can sell online courses. Online courses are actually really lucrative. And the thing is, even if you're a YouTuber, the thing is, you could probably do what my friend Sarah Dici did, and you can build an online course about how to get started vlogging. And I also know a lot of great filmmakers and editors on YouTube who are selling online courses as well. A lot of people will use Skillshare, like my friend Sarah, or Udemy. I'm the kind of person who likes to build their own website, build their own platform, keep all the money, because that's just practical thing to do, is keep all the money if you possibly can, but you also are taking all the responsibility. And so that's why people use other systems like Skillshare. And so I would definitely encourage you to do that. The system that I use to build my own website for my coaching and my courses and my membership program was KAJABI. And I'm gonna break this down in a video, but using KAJABI, I was able to actually, even though you have to pay for it, it was worthwhile because I used it to build a six-figure business. I used it to build a business that generates more than $100,000 a year in revenue outside of my YouTube channel, leveraging my experience in online business development and social media. And a lot of it was offering different products, not so much courses as much as things like digital downloads and one-on-one coaching. So it's just something to think about. You can use this for memberships and other things. I'm gonna link to KAJABI down below, and you can sign up for a free trial, see if it's a system you can use. I really like it and it grew my business. I'm planning on doing some dedicated videos about it. But I think it's very powerful to own your own platform, not trust somebody else's, and not social media. Keep all the revenue, keep the traffic, capture the emails. You're gonna see a pattern here. Now, whether you're an expert or whether you're a personality or whether you just have an interesting story, you can write a book. You can sell books and ebooks. And this is actually really great because with Amazon, you can do this with Kindle Direct Publishing. And now Amazon has fully acquired CreateSpace, and you can actually do these books as print on demand, which means you can get them into stores. My good friend Pat Flynn released his first book, Will It Fly, doing this as an independent publisher, self-publisher, and now his new book, Superfans, is out. It's on the shelf. I'm planning on doing a review of it soon because I've been grinding through it, and it's an amazing book. Highly recommend it. I'm going to link to it down below. Actually, I'm going to link to a couple of books down below that I think will help you as a content creator. I've got a really large list of books because I'm a nerd, right? But I think writing a book can help elevate your brand, probably make you worth a lot more money in everything you do. And it's a great source of passive income. Another friend and a colleague from the business side of YouTube that wrote a book and self-published is Gillian Perkins. She has a great entrepreneurship channel that I would highly recommend that you check out. So I'm gonna link to that in the description down below. My friend Amy Landino wrote her book, Vlog Like a Boss. I interviewed here on the channel about it. And so yeah, I think writing a book is one of the best things you can do. Working on it myself. Last but not least, the 10th way that you can make real money on YouTube is to just promote your own business and to promote your own services. Whether you're a photographer, a filmmaker, whether you're a performer, you can use this to build your acting career if you're a performer. And so I think that people underestimate using YouTube as a vehicle, and they see it as a destination. They see YouTube as a dream or a goal that they have, instead of realizing that it's a resource, it's a tool, it's access, it's leverage. It is a stepping stone to bigger and better things. And I don't say that to be dismissive of YouTube, but I say it to tell you the truth and be transparent about the fact that YouTube is unpredictable and you're either in or you're out. And that can change at any time, and you have very little control over anything but the content that you make. You don't control access to your audience. No matter how good your content is, that isn't always enough. And that's just the truth. That is the brutally honest truth. And we're gonna talk about that more in upcoming videos. But I hope you got some value out of this and my 10 ways to make real money on YouTube and to make over $1,000 a month, in some cases thousands of dollars a month outside of YouTube AdSense. Question of the day. Be very honest with me. How much money do you make on YouTube right now? Let me know in the comment section. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome stuff here on the channel. Links to everything down below. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.